Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hoosiers will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Purdue's offense will have the football first. Guys, Purdue was probably the worst team in the power conferences last year and maybe one of the worst teams in the country. They fell 66-0 to their rivals in the old Oaken Bucket game, and Indiana, of course, made its way onto the playoff. New season, new game. David, what's step one in pulling out a big win in this one?
Yeah, there was nothing good that came out of this game. This was not a rivalry. This was a one-sided beatdown. Not only did Warwick throw for 6 touchdowns and Indiana score 66, they got Purdue's coach fired. That's how bad this football game was. Jesse, they had to go to the bullpen and make a change from their head coach.
Yeah, the head coach after the game said it was the worst offensive performance he had ever seen, and David, he's right. They had 67 yards in the whole game and turned it over 5 times. You simply can't win. If Purdue has a pulse offensively in this one today, they'll have a much better shot than they did a year ago.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for space, it's McCoby. Spins away from the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Finds his man. It's McCoby. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Indiana's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Lots of room to run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's McCoby. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They
lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Ready up.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. The old Oaken bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further. 1891, alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, an Oaken bucket.
Yeah, of course, a bucket. A bucket's the perfect reason and the perfect thing to fight for. What are you going to win today? I'm going to win a bucket. No, but I mean, I think the history of it's cool, but Jesse, when you make it a trophy game, it's just so much more fun. It's so much more energy. It's so cool. You're going to celebrate with it. You're going to go grab it right after the game.
Yeah, and you know both Purdue and Indiana, they're hoping to add a score, a date, the city this game was played in. Someone's adding a P or an I to the old Oaken bucket.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Tight end finds a soft spot. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
On the set.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the old Oaken bucket is on the line, and already the Hoosiers and Boilermakers have given us some impressive moments. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Purdue and Indiana plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll return it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. He breaks the tackle, and he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Got the quick pass. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
The Boilermakers are facing 3rd and inches. The give on the option. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Purdue! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in, it's Cooper. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He'll pull it on the read. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hemby. Still running at the 40. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's caught. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hoosiers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tuggle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. One more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point. Wide open spaces. It's a running room. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown, and you've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot.
And how about that? They pull out the onside kick. They're able to get it down 3 here in the 4th quarter. They are in great position right now to at least tie this game.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. Go get me a few first downs. This one's over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The latest edition of the Indiana-Purdue rivalry goes to the Boilermakers as they will boiler up and take home the old Oaken Bucket. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.